Now, if the Omicron wave continues, hundreds of thousands of people could be unable to cast their votes at the presidential election slated for March 9th. Rival parties have therefore agreed to amend the law to allow voters infected with COVID-19 and those self-isolating to visit polling stations separately within 3 hours after official voting hours on the day of the election.
Voters who get infected with COVID-19 between March 5th, when early voting ends, and the day of election on March 9th could have trouble casting their votes. There are no polling stations planned for the infected. Health authorities say the number of voters blocked from voting during the 4 given days could surpass hundreds of thousands. President Moon Jae-in has ordered measures to ensure that infected and self-isolating voters can exercise their voting rights. The National Assembly has begun amending the relevant laws. All political parties have agreed to allow infected and self-isolating voters to cast their ballots between 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. on election day after the official voting hours.
KF 94급 정도의 마스크를 쓰고 손위생을 하면 되고요. 최대한 저희가 갖고 있는 지침을 활용해서 만들겠습니다.
확진자가 마스크를 제대로 쓰고 현장 투표를 할 수 있는 방안도 고려하시는 거죠?
네, 그 부분까지도 검토하고 있습니다. 예.
Rival parties convened a meeting of the Special Committee on Political Reform on Wednesday to discuss the bill on guaranteeing the political rights of COVID-19 patients. They discussed allowing infected voters to vote by mail and installing temporary polling stations. There were no serious disagreements among the parties. The National Election Commission and the relevant authorities have agreed to let infected and self-isolating voters cast their ballots after 6 p.m. on election day and the second day of early voting. This will require 8.5 billion won in funding.